when folks come to me for therapy, and I've got a reputation for working with kind of difficult folks, so, oh yeah, like bring it. I have to establish a relationship with them. So I need them to trust me and I need them to like me. I need them to see me as reinforcing so that if they get unhappy Caroline, it's aversive. And that's a whole kind of art, and not even an art. There's a lot of strategies and stuff you can do to kind of create that type of a relationship. But in terms of like coming into a company and working with the bully bosses, the first thing you have to do is show them what it's costing them, right? Because everybody has their pain points, and these guys do too. And the issue is that they're attributing it to other people, right? Like it's because this guy sucks and this guy's always late and this guy's underperforming. And you have to immediately flip the script on that. So you have to, say, well, don't you want to be in control of that? Like, don't you want to have power over those situations rather than being the victims of everyone around you? To which most everybody will say yes, right? And then I've got to do a hard sell on, well, I know how to do it, but I don't know if you're capable of it, which is genuinely true, right? I know exactly how to do this. If you do what I say and you really try, you can master this, but you're going to have to trust me and you're not going to like it. Or when I talk about validation, it's really the art of communicating acceptance. It's how you show another person that you're there, you get it, and you care. And it translates to another person feeling seen. And this is a basic human need to belong, to be accepted. I don't care if you're a bully or you're being bullied. We all share that need much the same way that we require food and water. We don't talk about it or really think about that social need in that way, but it is very, very real. Um, Now, if you look at that behaviorally, and I'm a behaviorist, what that also means is that validation is very reinforcing. It is a very nice treat. And I'm not saying it should just be used as reinforcement. It absolutely shouldn't, but it does function that way as well, right? And so if I'm in a corporate setting, I don't want to have to just rely on money and stock benefits to motivate people and to affect change. I need more tools than that. And validation is an excellent tool for that. A lot of my potent examples came from working with clients, honestly, because those are the ones where oftentimes the behavior or the person I'm needing to validate is yelling at me or is doing something really egregious. And I still, in order to be effective with that person, I need them to feel seen. Even in the context of all the other shit that they're spinning up around them, I need them to feel seen. I tell this story about a client of mine, Amazon exec, who I probably shouldn't have said that, but oh well, here we are. Whom I adored this client, loved working with her. She came to me because she had problems with anger management. Okay. And, we started working together. And then she comes to me and says, okay, I'm really pissed off. My neighbors keep putting their trash in my bin. And I think we can all agree that is like the most frustrating experience on the planet. Okay, so I could resonate with that. I could empathize with that. She wanted to, of course, go confront these people and X, Y, and Z. And I really did this hard sell. No, let's use this other skill where we just, you assert yourself in this way. It'll be very effective. Trust me. She's kind of rolling my eyes. We write this email together using this specific skill. It's called Dear Man. She sends it, fingers crossed, and they respond beautifully. They say, oh my gosh, we didn't realize this, that, and the other. They end up inviting her to game night. It's a beautiful situation. 2 weeks later, I wake up in the middle of the night and I'm getting a call from the police department. And it is this client. And she's calling to say that has been arrested because they put their trash in her trash bin again. Yeah. And she couldn't believe it after all that. She got so mad that she slashed their tires in a shared parking garage where there were surveillance cameras. And when the police came, she resisted arrest. And so there's so much wrong with what happened there. So much of what she did was quote unquote invalid, right? And she's with me, she's yelling, this stuff doesn't work, this is bullshit. Like I told you this would happen. So now it's getting directed at me. It's 3 a.m. This is just a mess of a scene. And what I wanted to say was, what is wrong with you? How could you think that you could slash people's tires? Who are you to call me in the middle of the night and blame me for it? Right? I had all these kind of defensive counter arguments in my head. But what I said was, wow, that must have felt like shit. Oh my God. After everything we did, they still put their trash in your bin. Oh my God. And that was the leading with validation. Her behavior was not effective, but her emotions made sense to me. On some level, I could see why she would be really upset and disappointed and frustrated and wanting to lash out. The lashing out was ineffective, not valid, but the emotion was. And by leading with that, like I wish I could record it and almost play back that moment because it's such a shift in the person's just everything, their tone, she starts crying. Um, Soon after that is, I'm sorry, I shouldn't have blamed you, right? So there's this real potential for change that is that lies within validation.